Hello friends, welcome to the platform of Darshanik. This is Akshay Kadam. So guys, today on this platform of Darshanik IAS, we are going to discuss one topic from Gandhian ethics. So as you know, Gandhian ethics is very important part of your ethics paper. Okay, so in ethics you have normative ethics branch, and under normative ethics you have virtue ethics, consequentialist ethics, deontological ethics and rights ethics. And under deontological ethics you have important concepts or theories related to Immanuel Kantian ethics. Then you have theories of Gandhian ethics, and you have third part, that is Bhagavad Gita ethics. So in Gandhian ethics, there are a lot of important concepts like village republic, idea of morality versus legality. Then you have concepts related to Swaraj. Then concepts of Gandhi related to administration or Gandhian talisman, etc. And there is also a concept of 7 social sins or dangers to human virtues or roots of violence given by Gandhi, advocated by Gandhi. So Gandhi talked about 7 social sins, okay, or 7 roots of the violence, or 7 dangers that might affect your virtuous character or will keep you away from developing good virtues. And these 7 dangers to human virtues that Gandhi discussed are your wealth without work, then second, pleasure without conscience, knowledge without character, business without ethics, science without humanity, religion without sacrifice, and politics without principles. So Gandhi talked about these 7 social sins. Now out of this, I have already made lectures on 6 social sins. So do check them out on my YouTube channel. Okay. So we will, in this lecture, we'll discuss the next social sin that Gandhi advocated, that is pleasure without conscience is sin. Okay. So pleasure without conscience. Now, in this idea of pleasure without conscience that Gandhi was talking about, so already Gandhi talked about concept of knowledge without character, and related to that concept is this pleasure without conscience. Because large number of people who don't have virtuous character, who only have development of knowledge, and through that knowledge, those who acquire a lot of wealth, money, etc., because they lack the character and only have the knowledge, then automatically they don't understand how they should enjoy the pleasure. And largely these people, okay, enjoy pleasure without any conscience. And when you don't enjoy pleasure or you enjoy pleasure without any conscience in an irresponsible manner, then you leave behind lot of collaterals on the society as well as lot of collaterals on your own self. Okay, so it impacts the society as well as your individual self. And that's why Gandhi said this pleasure without conscience is sin, is a social sin, because when you enjoy such a pleasure in irresponsible manner, okay, the damage you do to society, okay, is very problematic. And now in ethics, when you discuss ethics, when you discuss morality, there are a lot of thinkers who give a lot of ethics principles, moral principles. Okay, there are a lot of definition of ethics, morality, values, etc. And when you will use these concepts in your answer writing, okay, then you can apply all these ethics, morality definitions, their ideas, but one simple principle that you should always use in your answer writing, one of the overarching or generalized principle that applies to all ethics, debates, moral reasoning issues, that what is good and what is bad. And there is one single very generalized definition of what is good and bad is, and that simple definition is, what are good values, what are good morals, then whatever you do should not be at the cost of society. You enjoy your own pleasures, whatever principles you want to follow, you follow those principles, act on those values, okay. But if your pleasures are at the cost of society, then that's simply the bad values to hold. And that's why one should hold or develop those values, okay, with conscience. So that's why pleasure with conscience is a very important thing, necessary thing. So now that whatever you should do should not be at the cost of society, a basic definition of values that you need to follow in day-to-day life. So you can practice your own religion, but don't kill the people, okay, by being a suicide bomber or even in a terrorism. So you can do as much of drinking as you want, but don't do drink and drive and impact the people on the street, or those people don't risk the lives of community, society. So you can enjoy your pleasures, but they should not be at the cost of society. And this is what Gandhi indirectly was saying in this concept of pleasure without conscience is sin. You enjoy your pleasures, but you have to make sure that whatever pleasure you enjoy should not be at the cost to the society. Now, there are a lot of examples of this pleasure without conscience. We will first discuss some examples, and then we will go in detail of what Gandhi meant by this concept or this idea. So, Kathua rape case, Unnao rape case, Nirbhaya rape case that happened in Delhi showed us to what extent people can go in seeking the pleasure without conscience or pleasure without any responsibility. So, all this unconsensual sex is not only a criminal offense, but also one example of this pleasure without conscience. Then at the same time, you have this gladiator sport. Okay. Now see, in gladiator sports, two human beings are killing each other and crowd is enjoying, okay, those people murdering each other. This gladiator sport is a perfect example of this idea of pleasure without conscience. At the same time, you have hunting animals as a sport, or Jallikattu kind of festivals where bull taming is done. Now Jallikattu, though it is a part of our tradition, our culture for 2000 years, but you are taming the bull. 8-10 people were jumping on the bull, pulling its tail, ears, nose, etc. And you consider it as a sport just because it is a part of a tradition. Okay, that's something pleasure without conscience. And when this matter went to Supreme Court, and one of the argument that was used in Supreme Court was that in Jallikattu, this bull taming sport event that is going on, bull is part of our culture. But yes, bull is part of our culture. But are we part of bull's culture? Did we ask the bull that whether he wants to be a part of our culture? Then give the bull two choices. That he can be a part of our culture, we will keep him tied in our farmland whole year, we will make him work in our field for whole year, we will feed him, we will give him water to drink, food to eat, we will use the bull for entire year to work in our farm, and also we will use the bull for one day in a sport on Jallikattu day, etc. Or give him a second choice that you will take the bull and you will release him in a jungle of Kaziranga, on the grasslands of Kaziranga. He can roam around free, eat grass whole day, whatever he want, drink the water as much as he want. Then trust me, even bull will make the right decision. Okay, he will enjoy the freedom and pleasure of Kaziranga than being tied into our family in our homes and being a part of our tradition or being a part of our culture. So all these sports where animals are used, okay, is also example of pleasure without conscience. And that's why in India we also have law, Cruelty Towards Animals Act. Then aapka drunk and drive, or all this example of extramarital affairs, all these are example of pleasure without conscience. So pleasure seeking without sense of individual or social responsibility will lead to a tremendous damage to the society. Because society, okay, welfare of society is very important. Because only when society's welfare happens, your own welfare is also linked with the society. That's what in Bhagavad Gita, I think Krishna was telling to the Arjun, कि समाज तुमसे नहीं है पार, तुम समाज से हो. इसलिए जो समाज के हित में होगा, वही तुम्हारे हित में होगा. And even UPSC asked essay on this topic. Okay, the essay that UPSC asked was that what is good for an individual is not necessarily good for the society. So there also you can use this concept, pleasure without conscience, and whatever is good for the individual may not be good for the society. And so whatever good for me, pleasures I seek, I should not leave behind any collaterals for the society. Okay, I should exercise my pleasure with the conscience, or whatever I do, okay, should not be at the cost to the society. So you can use this pleasure without conscience idea there also. Now, in this pleasure without conscience, now I told you that which people will do or enjoy pleasures without conscience. So those who have knowledge without character. So let me give you an example, okay, of both knowledge without character and pleasure without conscience. Now I have one friend. She was from top engineering college of India or Maharashtra, and working in top multinational company then. And around that time period, there was a Shiny Ahuja, one of the film actor, who raped his maid. Now when this news was getting circulated, recession was going on, 2009-11 that global recession was going on. And that girl and I was sitting, and she said, Dekna, I have got very funny message. Okay, so I'm forwarding it to you. and she forwarded me that message, and that message has only 2 lines, and those lines were, what is the height of recession? Shiny Ahuja raping his maid. Now understand, first of all, you are making a joke on a rape, and that too a girl is forwarding it to me, and that she was not some illiterate, uneducated girl, but graduated from top multinational company, from good engineering college and working in top multinational company as a software engineer, and she don't even understand what is the problem in this message itself, or whether I should forward a message or make a joke on someone getting raped. So this is the classic example of knowledge without character. And what Shiny Ahuja did, Shiny Ahuja has his own knowledge, his own great talent as an actor, but knowledge without character and pleasure without conscience, that issue. And now see the derogatory nature of the message. What message said? That Shiny Ahuja, by raping the maid, did something derogatory or low class task, because it wasn't a recession. If he had a lot of money, then he would have afforded high class escort, but because there was a recession, he had no money, he raped a maid. So understand the dehumanizing nature. Instead of being sympathetic, compassionate about that incident, about that girl, a joke is being circulated in this manner, a derogatory, dehumanizing joke. Okay, and large number of people in the society don't understand that dehumanizing nature. It is a classic example of both knowledge without character, and this entire incident is a pleasure without conscience. You are getting this pleasure by forwarding such a jokes, sharing such a jokes. So all this irresponsibly, whatever trolling, meme creation or meme sharing that happens, okay, is all the examples of this pleasure without conscience. So Gandhi advocated one should live selflessly and be sensitive and be considerate to others. So while enjoying pleasure, one should be selfless, and also one should always be sensitive that what collateral it will leave behind on others, and should be considerate to the other people. So Gandhi advocated one should live sensitively, okay, and always be considerate to the other people. So ultimate cost of pleasure without conscience are high as measured in terms of time and money, and also in terms of reputation and terms of wounding hearts and minds of other people who are adversely affected. Now, what Gandhi was saying, that one should always be considerate, sensitive while enjoying the pleasures, and should be considerate about what collaterals I am leaving behind on the society. And first, because you are integral part of society, okay, and that's why you should always think about the social welfare. But at the same time, what Gandhi was also advising, that while enjoying these pleasures, why you should need to be considerate and sensitive, because the time and cost that you will have to pay, okay, for these pleasures in an insensitive manner when you enjoy, the cost you have to pay in terms of time as well as money and as well as damage to the reputation, both, okay, is also very, very costly for your own self. Now, Shiny Ahuja was a great actor, had a great future ahead, and he would have become one of the great artists in Indian film industry, but couldn't control the pleasure for a moment, enjoyed pleasure without conscience. Now entire career, time, money, everything he lost, reputation that he lost. And that's why what Gandhi was advocating, even if you are not thinking about the society, think about your own self, because in long term, okay, pleasure without conscience will cost you in terms of time, money, and in terms of reputation, wounding hearts and minds of other people in all possible way. Same way Srishant, who got arrested in betting, got banned from BCI and everything. Now was a great bowler then. Had he enjoyed his pleasure with conscience, okay, then he would have been in Indian cricket team for a long, and he would have also, okay, earned lot of money, reputation, the way Virat Kohli and other players are enjoying. And that's why pleasure with conscience is a very important thing that one need to be enjoying or need to be considerate about. So there is one very classic quote by Musonius Rufus, okay, about this pleasure with conscience or pleasure without conscience. So what this quote is, now this quote combines both knowledge without character and pleasure without conscience. So if you accomplish something good with the hard work, labor passes quickly, but the good endures. If you do something shameful in pursuit of pleasure, pleasure passes quickly, but the shame endures. So what is simply saying that whatever you do, okay, in your life, do it with the hard work. Everything you achieve, okay, you should do with the hard work. So this idea combines Gandhi's three concepts: wealth without work, knowledge without character, and pleasure without conscience. So one should earn only wealth with his hard work, efforts. That's what Musonius Rufus is saying, that if you accomplish something good with hard work, okay, then you won't remember how much hard work you have put into the process. The hard work will pass out quickly, okay, labor will pass out quickly, and good endures. Okay, labor passes quickly, but the good endures. But if you do something shameful, okay, in pursuit of pleasure, then that pleasure will go off quickly and the guilt will remain with you. Now this shiny Ahuja must be feeling very guilty seeing all those great artists making new movies, making money in crores. Srishan must be feeling extreme guilt watching cricketers play at record centuries after centuries, so watching Virat Kohli making centuries after centuries. And that's why, okay, that if you do something shameful in pursuit of pleasure, pleasure passes quickly, shame endures. And that's why, okay, wealth with work and pleasure with conscience, both are very important. And this concept you can use in many of your essays and your ethics answer writing, as well as in your case studies there. So thanks for listening, guys. Do check out other 6 lectures also, where I have recorded about other 6 social sins that Gandhi advocated. Now, also stay tuned to my Darshanik IAS app to my YouTube channel and get updates there. Check out other recordings also. And to download these notes, join me on UPSC Ethics 4 Telegram channel. And download my app from Darshanik by Kadam sir from Google Play Store. And in December month, soon I will be launching their full-fledged ethics course and full-fledged essay courses on the app very soon. Okay, so thanks for listening, guys, and stay tuned.